Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to manifest someone you feel rejected by. Let's do this. How do you manifest someone you feel rejected by? I don't want you to ever feel rejected again. And honestly, I do feel you can arrive into a reality, a created reality, where you don't feel rejected again. And so I'm going to teach you how to do this. Before we jump in, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel right there or below. And also know that I offer lots of self-study manifesting courses. All those courses are linked below. I do have a course called Free Yourself, and it's how to dissolve feeling triggered, abandoned, rejected, jealousy, not good enough, how to dissolve all these feelings in relationships. You can check that out below. And the last thing I'll say is I do offer a weekly giveaway, and this giveaway is for a bundle of 3 ebooks that I wrote. The way to enter into this contest is to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, and to comment below. I give this bundle of 3 ebooks to 3 people every week. Okay, let's jump in. How do you manifest someone who rejected you? Okay, let's do this. And also I'm gonna add in, how do you not feel rejected ever again in your life? Okay. It's all about changing the story, but not just the story, changing who you are. Okay, so when we do techniques, manifesting techniques to change the story of what happened, our main goal in doing those techniques is to change, we can say to change your state of being, but honestly, the even bigger goal is to change who you are. Now, there are plenty of people in the world who actually don't ever feel rejected by others. I'm saying that out of, it's not necessarily that I know that for sure, but I would assume so, because really it's all about your own beliefs about yourself. And we all have like an accumulation of different beliefs about who we are. And those beliefs then create the reality that we experience with other people. It creates how people treat us. It creates everything. So your own beliefs about yourself are what create the reality. Every belief is possible. So there's a belief of being rejected, and there's a belief of not being rejected. There's a belief that you're attractive. There's a belief that you're not rejected or not attractive. And there's a spectrum. There's everything in between exists. And you just have to choose who you are and where you land on this spectrum. Now, often what happens when we feel rejected by someone is we become, first of all, we're super identified with that feeling of being abandoned. I understand it's not comfortable. It sucks. It really, really sucks to feel abandoned by someone that you really love. I've been there. I understand it. It's horrible. And because it's so uncomfortable, really you're trying to get away from yourself, and you're trying to get a different experience on the outer reality with that person so that you don't have to feel rejected anymore. I talk about that deeply in this video. You can check it out up there. But we essentially, when we feel rejected, it's so uncomfortable inside of ourselves that we want to anxiously try to create a new reality with someone else. We're trying to get rid of that feeling of rejection though. Doesn't happen out there, does it? We think it's going to, right? We do think the other person is going to take that feeling of rejection away. It's understandable that we would think that, but it's not how it works. How it works is you have to slowly or not so slowly start to heal that feeling of rejection. First, I would suggest healing the feeling of rejection, and that doesn't have so much to do with the other person. Yes, it may be that the feeling of rejection is evoked by what happened with the other person, but they don't need to be present for you to heal that. What you need to do to heal that is just start showing up and loving that part of yourself that feels rejected. And you do that by doing inner child work. I'll link my inner child playlist. There's lots of videos in there that teach you how to be with your inner child when he or she feels rejected. So what's going to happen when you start doing this deep inner child work is you're not going to feel as rejected. Your state of being is going to change. You're going to start to feel a little more loved, a little more cared for, maybe a lot more cared for, hopefully. Okay, then when you start to reach that place where you're feeling more cared for, you need to start changing the story. Part of it is you need to let go of the story that you were rejected. And you can again make micro shifts. I love making like micro shifts instead of jumping to this like far end result. You can make micro shifts such as, so it could be a belief like, well, I was rejected in that circumstance, but it's not going to happen again. Or that was something in the past and now I'm healing myself and I'm not going to get rejected again. These are new beliefs you can have so that you create a different reality where you're not going to be rejected. The third thing I want you to do, if you're manifesting a particular person that you feel rejected by, you have to change the story about what's happening with them, what they think and feel about you. You have to change everything, how you perceive what's going on. So self-love is going to be really the first step, and I have a course on self-love below. It's awesome. Self-love is really the first step so you can get into like your confidence. Video on confidence. So you can get into your confidence and knowing that you're an incredible person. That's step one. And then when you're feeling confident, then you can start telling a new story about this person. It could be they were really into me when they first met me. They could be into me again. They know I'm an incredible person. I know they think about me too. They think about me a lot. They want to be close to me again. Whatever it is, but you're changing the story to a new story where you're not rejected. Now, if you're experiencing this, if you've experienced rejection, I highly suggest taking small steps out of that feeling of rejection, first focusing on yourself and self-love, and then moving into changing the story about the other person, because these small steps they're not such a big jump into a new state of being. Sometimes it's really hard for us to make a big jump from I feel rejected all the way to I don't feel rejected at all and I know I'm loved. It can be really hard for you to make that jump and like fully get on board with it. So start taking small steps. Self-love, inner child work, showing up for yourself, telling yourself you're not going to be rejected anymore, feeling the truth of that, knowing that you're working on yourself, you're doing amazing things to change your reality. And then seriously, when your state of being comes out of the rejection state and it is in more of a confident state, then it's going to be very easy to start to believe that your specific person could be into you again. But you have to get out of that fully rejection lack state. That lack makes us grasp. I'll link a video I just did about letting go and how when we're in lack, we're attached. We're not letting go. So when you're in that lack or rejected state, you're gripping. You got to get out of that. You do that really with self-love. And then you move into changing the story about the specific person. And this is how you're going to manifest them back. It doesn't have to be a long drawn out thing. You can do this in a matter of days. It really doesn't have to be a long thing, but take the right steps. Make sure you're doing adequate self-love so that you know that you are worthy, you are loved, you are meant to have incredible love with this person or anyone you want. And you have to remember that you are the creator. You're creating everything. This is all you. You have the power. You have a lot more power than you think. So continue to remember that about yourself and you're going to create whatever you want. Thank you so much for being here with me in this video. I love being here with you. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like this video, and you comment below, and I'll see you guys soon.